December 23, 1913. As families across America hung holly and strung popcorn, a different kind of gift was being prepared in Washington, D.C. This was the Federal Reserve Act, and it would prove to be the worst Christmas present the American people ever received. Wrapped in promises of financial stability and economic prosperity, it concealed within its depths the seeds of centralized financial control. This act, rushed through Congress just before the Christmas recess, wasn't the result of widespread public demand. It was born from a secretive meeting on Jekyll Island, Georgia, where a handful of powerful bankers and politicians gathered under a veil of secrecy. Their goal? To craft a system that would grant them unprecedented control over the nation's money supply. With the stroke of a pen, the American people were unknowingly shackled to a system that would indebt them and their children for generations. The Federal Reserve Act was sold to the public as a way to stabilize the volatile currency and prevent economic panics. The Federal Reserve System, with its 12 regional banks, was presented as a decentralized entity, answerable to the people. Don't let the name fool you. These regional banks answer to a central authority, the Federal Reserve Board, appointed by the president, but beholden to no one. This central bank, granted a monopoly over the nation's monetary policy, became the ultimate arbiter of economic prosperity. They held the keys to the kingdom, and those keys were forged from the chains of debt. By controlling the money supply, the Federal Reserve could inflate or deflate the economy at will, creating artificial booms that inevitably led to devastating busts. Each boom and bust cycle furthered the concentration of wealth and power, transferring it from the hands of the many to the vaults of the few. The American people, once masters of their own economic destiny, were now passengers on a debt-fueled roller coaster. The Federal Reserve operates with an arsenal of tools designed to manipulate the economy. These tools, interest rates, currency issuance, and money supply regulation, are the levers by which they exert their influence. Interest rates, for example, are manipulated to stimulate or even suppress borrowing, influencing everything from home purchases to business investments. Need to boost the economy? Lower those rates. Want to rein in inflation? Jack them up. Forget the gold standard. The Federal Reserve has the power to create money out of thin air. This fiat currency, backed by nothing but the promise of the government, allows them to flood the market with dollars, devaluing the currency and eroding the purchasing power of your hard-earned savings. By expanding the money supply, they fuel inflation, a hidden tax that robs citizens of their purchasing power. The echoes of the Federal Reserve's disastrous policies reverberate throughout American history. The Great Depression, the stagflation of the 1970s, the dot-com bubble, the 2008 financial crisis, these weren't random events. They were the direct result of the Federal Reserve's meddling in the free market. Consider the 2008 financial crisis. The Federal Reserve, through its easy money policies, inflated a massive housing bubble, encouraging reckless lending and borrowing. When the bubble inevitably burst, it triggered a financial earthquake that brought the global economy to its knees. The national debt, a ticking time bomb, continues to grow at an alarming rate, fueled by the Federal Reserve's inflationary policies. It's time to reevaluate the role of the Federal Reserve and explore alternative models that prioritize sound money and individual liberty. The future of our economy depends on it. It's time for individuals to take control of their financial destinies. Understand the insidious nature of fiat currency and the dangers of inflation. Explore alternative investments like precious metals, gold and silver, that have stood the test of time as reliable stores of value. Take steps today to secure your financial future and break free from the chains of the current system. If you like this video, do me and the channel a favor. Smash that subscribe button. It signals to the algorithm you enjoy the channel. Also, hit that like button, which says good job on this video. Finally, turn on your notifications so you get alerted when I go live or release my next video. And if you like dad jokes and general goofy humor, go check out my shorts. That's probably the only time I'll ask you to do that.